Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding.
So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I just get the feeling that this could all rest on how much the team can get out of this fella, Martinelli. When he's on it, he's very sharp, very alert at putting pressure on his opponents, and he has explosive pace to get behind any defence. A real handful and a troublemaker.
Okay, interesting. Nicely intercepted. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And here's Saka. Colwell tries to clear. Fernandes. Caicedo. Garnacho. João Pedro. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Fernandes, and it's Cucurella. Colwell. Fernandes. Oh, good spread. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Calafiori. Searching passes played there. Shoots! Caicedo. Do have a chance to counter here. Garnacho. Palmer. Garnacho. Cucurella. Gabriel played up towards the front line, and it's Eze. Saka. And here's Eze. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's João Pedro. Played out to the right, and that could set him on his way. Oh, that's nice. João Pedro. Garnacho. And he welcomes it in. And that has been clubbed away and claimed it back swiftly. Cucurella. Caicedo. Caicedo. Oh, he's got space here. Palmer. Real chance! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Calafiori getting this one clear. Garnacho tries across. Cucurella, and the keeper's got it again. Chalobah. Fernandez. That's been drilled forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Gabriel. Rice. Saka. Lobbed in behind. Saliba cuts it out. Saka. Gabriel. Timber. And here's Eze. Saka. Is having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Merino, and it's Eze. João Pedro, and there's his chance to lead the counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saka. Saka. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Chance here to counter. Succumbs to the pressure. Gabriel. Timber. Rice. Merino. And it's Eze. That's going to go a long way. That's a throw. Saka's delivery. Colwell. Caicedo. Cucurella. Garnacho. Garnacho tries looking up for options on the left. Garnacho. Lofted in. Saliba with the clearance. And here's Garnacho. Caicedo. Now that's well seen too. Cucurella. And it's Caicedo. Things have been frenetic in the early part of this game. A lot of action high up the pitch. Rice.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Caicedo. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
James. Moved on forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. Fernandez. That has found him in acres of space. Fernando. Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Fernandez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Caicedo. Takes a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And he has been fouled there. He's having a go. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Oh, that is a bit special. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Calafiori. Martinelli. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Fernandez tries to thread one through. Raya sends that a long way. Garnacho. And it's Caicedo. Shot a goal! He's cut it out. And it's played forward. So what can they make of this? Saliba shifted upfield. That's a nicely weighted pass. Calafiori. Oh, he's found support out wide. Brilliantly cut out. And here's the chance to counter. Colwell. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Garnacho. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Garnacho looking to run onto it. And here's Garnacho. That has been knocked clear. Looking to break at pace. Timber, that's an imaginative pass. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Fernandes. Out to the left it goes. Cucurella picks it up now. Cucurella. Here comes the cross. Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. Looking for a decent ball in. Garnacho. And it's Caicedo. Merino. Martinelli. Calafiori. Saliba. Forwards and with intent. Saka. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Palmer played out to the left flank. Caicedo's cross.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Caicedo clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Cucurella. Garnacho. Caicedo. Palmer. Fernandes. Aim forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Saliba, gently done. Caresses it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Rice. Chalobah. Caicedo. Cucurella. Garnacho. Cucurella. That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba gets good distance on it. Colwell. Caicedo. Cucurella forwards and with intent. Raya, long ball by the goalkeeper. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Oh, a delicate chip through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Saka! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
whistle's gone, that's foul. And he is going into that little black book. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rice is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Chalobah. James, gently done. That has been cut short. Gabriel. Saka, and it's Eze. That looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here. Caught offside that time. Saka, Eze, Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Garnacho shifted upfield. Cucurella. Now it's Pedro. He's found a way through. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Oh, Red, nice interception. He's in plenty of space here. That's a good run he's making there. Now the delivery. Firmly met. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Garnacho. And it's Caicedo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Eze. Excellent challenge. A real chance! Colwell. Cucurella. That's a look and plays it forward. Palmer. Aim forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Calafiori clears it away. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Calafiori. Rice. Gabriel moved on forwards. Timber hurtling down that right flank. Played back to the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Eze. Oh, it's come loose. Timber's cross. Could be danger here. In again. Martinelli. Chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Eze. Now it's João Pedro. That is good strength. Muscular approach does pay off here. Calafiori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Fernandes. Palmer. Cucurella. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Timber. Rice. Martinelli. Merino. And here's Martinelli. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's João Pedro. Mikel Merino does really well to win the ball there. And it's Palmer. Fernandes. James. Rice wins the duel this time. Gabriel. Saliba. Rice. Merino. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Fernandes. Over to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Garnacho on a charge down the left. Proves too strong. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, well measured. Rice. And here's Eze. Out to the right. There's the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Eze.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Looking here to chip it through, and he welcomes it in. Danger averted for now, and reclaimed it in a trice. And he's picked out the run.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's João Pedro. Played out to the right. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's played forward. Now it's Eze. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's managed to get free. Caicedo. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Saliba. Calafiori. Gabriel. Saliba. Merino. Moved on forwards. Saka is onto it in a flash. Calafiori, gently done. Martinelli. And he's there to clear it. Martinelli opts to play it. And the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And he thumps it clear. James looking to add to his goal. James forwards and with intent. Colwell, quality ball. Saliba can get it clear. Palmer. Raya sends that a long way. Caicedo. He's in plenty of space here. Showing good feet. So who's he picking out? And it's Caicedo. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Merino, spread out to the left. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Calafiori played in. That has been knocked clear. Cleared without complication. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. And now the breakaway. Palmer. He can run onto that. Now let's Garnacho. He has found the way through. Chance to play it in. Caicedo. And here's Palmer. Palmer! It's really well manoeuvred. Saliba. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Rice, driven forward. Cucurella. And back to the goalkeeper. Garnacho. Cucurella, aim forwards. Now it's João Pedro. That's an excellent interception. Gabriel shifted upfield. Colwill cuts out the pass. And the counter is on. Out to the left it goes. And it's Caicedo. And they can counter here. Saka. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant-packed goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And we are already promptly back underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Calafiori keeps on running. There are a few waiting for it. Colwill with the clearance. Colwill gets it clear. What a throw in. Calafiori. Martinelli has it in a wide position. Plenty waiting in the middle. Colwill tries to clear. Ball is over the line. Saka has got himself a free kick. And that's the keeper's ball. Palmer. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Timber. Rice. Gabriel, gently done. And it's played forward. João Pedro. Palmer. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Calafiori. Rice, aim forwards. Eze chasing after it. Colwill. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. James looking to hit the byline here. Defending of the desperate variety. Played back in. Rice forwards and with intent. Could move up a gear here. Martinelli. Ambitious ball here. Eze providing an outlet on that flank. Time to deliver. Aimed in towards the centre. Cucurella attempts a clearance. Garnacho calmly anticipates. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gabriel, Saliba, Merino, played towards the other side. Calafiori moved on forwards. Chalobah makes the interception. Colwill, Caicedo, Merino, Martinelli, Caicedo, James. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He is through here. Now it's Eze. Eze! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Timber's cross. Colwill. Caicedo. Cucurella. And that's really well manoeuvred. Calafiori gets over and intercepts. Now they can break here. Saliba. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Could move up a gear here. Chalobah gets across to intercept that. And it's Caicedo. Palmer. That's a clever-looking ball. Great chance! Oh, the joy of the moment! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The second half off to a spectacular start. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Oh, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact and sheer class.
Time for a change in personnel. So all square and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Saka, Timber, Martinelli, Calafiori, Merino, Saka spread out to the left. Nice physical challenge. It's run loose here. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And it's James. James making good progress on the right-hand side. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
He's got away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He can get that clear. Saliba have it back and can go again. Palmer. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. That's Good block, but at the expense of a corner. Fernandez goes short. Oh, what a climb! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Calmly anticipates. Tries a deft little ball. Pedro Neto. Oh, good take in a good area.
Have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Palmer being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Chalobah, oh, good-looking ball. Calafiori, aim forwards. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's there to clear it. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto, done delicately. And he's there to get it away. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Cucurella. Caicedo. And here's Palmer. Pedro Neto. Caicedo played out to the left flank. Nice control. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Eze. Muscular approach does pay off here. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Eze. That's a fabulous ball. Rice, backward it goes. And the shot! And that certainly packed a punch. James. It's still a possession this, but very little to show for it. Chalobah, long ball upfield. Rice. And claimed it back swiftly. So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Neto. Can't charge, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Timber. That looks a cracking ball. He is through here. James, gently done. Fernandez.
Clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's played forward. cuts out the supply. Calafiori. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Martinelli, proves too strong. And it's gone back to the keeper. Chalobah. Caicedo. Colwell shifted upfield. Oh, they could be caught out here. João Pedro. Gabriel wins the duel this time. Eze. And it's Marino. And here's Saka. He is just caressing the ball. Timber. Played into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's picked out the run. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Calafiori. Gabriel. Up towards the front line. Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli knocks it out wide. Arsenal claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. It's really well cleared. Marino turns and goes back. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, the referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
Going for goal! Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Colwell. Chalobah goes forward. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Raya, long ball by the goalkeeper. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Saliba, it's a sharp pass. Martinelli plays it out wide. Plenty to aim at here. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Calafiori cuts it out. Martinelli. Eze. Oh, he's bustling, takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Arsenal can make their change now with a break in play. It's a mighty effort!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Lewis Skelly. That looks a good ball through. And that was very necessary. Looking to break at pace. Cucurella. Chalobah. Fernandez. Chalobah. Fernandez. Palmer. Caicedo forwards and with intent. And it's James. Now it's João Pedro. And out it comes again. Could be danger here. Crossed in again. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Cucurella cuts out the pass. And it's played forward. Now it's Martinelli. Now it's Eze. Eze! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that and usually you're going to get punished.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Martinelli. Probing pass. And here's Eze. That's surely a foul, free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's had a crack. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Rice. Tries a measured ball. Lewis. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lewis Skelly actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Saliba, just about up to 75 minutes. Saka chasing after it. Picks it up out wide. be a throw-in. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Martinelli, and it's Skelly. James gets over and intercepts. Pedro. That's really well manoeuvred. Timber, and it's lofted through here. And that has been cleared. Corner it is. Rice with the short one. And here's Eze. Eze. Martinelli. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Saka. Martinelli. And a chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Martinelli fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Palmer.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Fernandes.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Colwell. Cucurella, aim forwards. Saliba. Skelly. Saliba.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Pedro. Now that's a fine challenge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That is out of play. Arsenal making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Saka. Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive.
Well, that's just very cynical. For him to think he could get away with it is ugly on his part.
James. Chalobah. Colwell. Colwell, gently done. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chalobah. Pedro. Fernandes, that's a delicate pass. That has been knocked clear. Caicedo chips it through. That's a corner kick. And it's hoisted clear. Colwell.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Caicedo. Moved on forwards. And it's James. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. James. Crossing. Cleared away. Deftly away. And here's Neto. That's been won straight back. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's really well manoeuvred. Chalobah. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Rice. Lewis Skelly. And it's played forward. And it's Marino. Played out wide. Great work on the overlap. It's a throw-in. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Pedro Neto is there, and he can get that clear. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Saka. It really is now or never. They need a goal, and he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward. To the left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's made its way to it. He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Lewis Skelly makes the interception. Merino. Lewis Skelly. Can they find an extra gear here?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Out to the right. And it's James. Great defending, strong and determined.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, can he get onto this? Nicely intercepted. And they've got a throw.
Might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Saka will set up 2 goals. Very nicely done. Oh, good spread. Saka. They are right into last chance territory. And the shot! Pressure on the opposition goal.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Chalobah attempts a clearance. Colwell forwards and with intent.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Raya sends that a long way.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Caicedo shifted upfield, clipped into space. This physical challenge. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. To a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Mikel Merino looks to the other side. Now it's Pedro Neto. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. He's gone for it! Oh, off the bar! That was travelling. White. Rice. That'll be a throw-in. Colwell, aim forwards. We are into overtime. And back to the keeper they go. Merino. Rice. Out to the left it goes. Thinks one through. And it's White. White puts them all in. Now it's Pedro Neto. Colwell. Cucurella. Cucurella going full tilt down the left. He's going to be disappointed with that. Merino. Saliba, gently done. Lewis Skelly. He came in hard, very hard. Rice.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Eze. White. A heavy challenge. Cucurella shifted upfield. And here's the chance to counter. Caicedo done delicately. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Colwell. Caicedo. And it's Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. And here's Neto. Caicedo. Now it's Pedro. Out to the right. James. Oh, it's played into the area. Gabriel can get it clear. Good chance here! And somehow he managed to miss it. That has been cut short. Chalobah. Fernandez. Colwell. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Aim forwards. Oh, red. Nice interception. Merino. Martinelli. Martinelli. Might be danger here. Goes for a shot! Eze finds himself offside. Terrible pass. And it's Gusto. João Pedro. Moved on forwards. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Can he deliver? White. Hoisted in. And he's there to clear it. And he's heaved it away. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Fernandes. And it's James. And there's green grass ahead of him. Raya gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly. Caicedo with a definite foul there. Cleared away. And it's White. Rice. Fernandes wins the duel this time. So what can they make of this? Chalobah. James. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Martinelli. Martinelli looking to penetrate opposition lines. White. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Pedro Neto. Cucurella forwards and with intent. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rice. Saka. Well read, and the danger is averted, and the counter is on. Cucurella, aim forwards, played back to the goalkeeper. Rice, White, moved on forwards, and he cuts out the supply. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Fernandes shifted upfield, and it's Gusto. James, that's really well manoeuvred. Gabriel tries to clear. Fernandes have it back and can go again. Fernandes providing an outlet on that flank. That's a throw. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. He's in, surely! Gusto played out towards the right wing. In with the challenge. And now the breakaway. Lobbed in behind. Well timed, excellent interception. Colwell. Cucurella. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. Cucurella is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Chalobah, gently done. James. Gusto. Takes a shot! It's in! And that has raised the roof! looking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Martinelli tries to dink it through. White tries across. Carabao can get it clear. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Colwell getting this one clear. And that's been won straight back. Oh, nice touch. He's in plenty of space here. Saka, and it's played forward. Lavia cuts it out, and they can counter here. Caicedo.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. João Pedro. Gusto. Crunching tackle. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. And that has been cleared. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. They've played it short. Oh, what a chance! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Saka played into space. Martinelli shoots! It's off target and by quite a way. proves too strong. Saliba. Lewis Skelly. Saliba. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Chance here to counter. Pedro Neto played with finesse. Out towards the flank. And it's Gusto. The ball is loose and the chase is on. They've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Saliba. Rice. White. And that has been knocked clear. Do have a chance to counter here. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's got plenty of space out wide here. So who's he picking out? There's the shot! And that would have won it.
Pedro Neto really must be wondering how he hasn't taken 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
And it's White. This looks promising. Lewis Skelly, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Rice. James clears it away. Short changes him with that pass. White. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Saka. That's a cute ball. And he's there to clear it. Gusto. Martinelli. James. Chalobah. Colwell. Caicedo. White. Rice. Rice forwards and with intent. Martinelli, and it's lofted. And a chance! He scored! Perhaps the final twist. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Saka simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Arsenal have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And it's Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. That's the throw. Cleared away. Martinelli. Gusto battling down that right flank. João Pedro. That is lovely. A chance to play it in. In by James. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Merino. Aim forwards. Can he latch on to this? Martinelli. Colwell gets it away. Martinelli. Shapes to shoot! Nice interception, well timed. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Moved on forwards. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Odegaard. Played out to the right. Saka carries the ball down the right. Out of play for a goal kick. Pedro Neto. That's really well manoeuvred. Raya gets rid without sophistication. Ah, he's given it away. Rice. Colwell. Lavia. James. Colwell. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's there to clear it. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rice, aim forwards. And it's Lewis Skelly. Oh, sweet feet. And the finish! Pedro Neto. Moved on forwards. Is onto it in a flash. João Pedro. Odegaard. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's gone for goal! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Lewis Skelly does really well to win the ball there. And that's another throw.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Now, what about a counter-attack? Saliba can get it clear. Looking for a corner. And it's been taken short. Cucurella played into the box. Oh, he's shot a goal! That's a goal!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Rice. Merino. Martinelli. Chooses to go back. And he's there to get it away. Odegaard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. João Pedro. Gusto. Reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cucurella. Caicedo. And the counter is on. Saka. Cross in, looks like a good one. Arsenal making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
James. Lavia. Gusto. Now it's João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Pedro Neto. That's good play. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. So there it is. What struck you most about that? And that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me.